Do you remember where you were when you first heard about the Tiananmen Square massacre?
I was in China. I was teaching at a college, and 80% of my students went to Beijing to participate. I know one of my students, he was a second year student. He was there the last night of the, I think June 3rd. He was on Tiananmen Square, but he managed to escape. He left. He came back, but then he was questioned by the police, and I think he was expelled from the college because his active participation. So I would say only a few students from my university were serious about this movement. Most of the other people just enjoy the free time, not having class, not taking exams. We were, at that time I remember I was planning to, we will have a spring break. I was planning to take, to return to Inner Mongolia to visit my parents. But we were told as the faculties, we were not supposed to leave our campus. We have to stay there because I think they were afraid so many people will go to Beijing and will cause more problems. So I didn't get to go to Beijing. I wanted to go, but I didn't. There. And also, I think as a professor, or I think students, especially at that time, the students are paid by the government. They don't have to pay anything. And I thought, why don't you use this opportunity to learn as much as you can instead of just enjoying this crazy time? If they are really working for the democracy, that's a different. They didn't. So that's what I feel. But still, the government did totally wrong. They should listen to the students, should have open dialogue with the students, shouldn't end this event with a brutal crush, killing students, sending tanks, sending soldiers. That's totally wrong. I think the government still refused to admit because I think if they say what happened in Tiananmen was the student did the right thing, the government did the wrong thing, they probably refute what the communist has achieved, accomplished in the last 30 years. So I think at this moment the present government will not admit the Tiananmen, they call it Tiananmen incident instead of calling Tiananmen massacre. One year, one of my Fulbright TA said, "Oh, that's probably during the parade on the Chinese National Day." She didn't even know there was tankmen standing there to stop the tank. The Chinese government could do anything. They could, by force, to eliminate any access to the internet because they believe they can control the media, they can control the people's mind.
Do you think that kind of sparked the WeChat phenomenon, how all of the social media is combined into one app now, or?
Yeah, but still now even WeChat, some of my friends or cousins put on something and immediately it becomes unavailable because the government still check it. It's not as bad as a year ago. A year ago, I noticed one of my cousins always put on something which was for more against the corrupted government. But last year, I found he stopped putting that because I heard that if he constantly putting on this, it will not be himself be punished, even his families, even the people who got his WeChat message will be punished. So he stopped.
What do you mean by be punished?
They may, for example, for me at that time, I thought I'm here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
What will happen? And I may not be allowed to go to China. They may stop me at the airport.
Wow.
And the other people may have some problem. Who knows? The communists could do anything, unimaginable. So you want to show the video? You want to look at the pictures?
When was the first time you ever like saw these pictures?
The first time?
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw it when it happened, when I was in China, because yeah, you know what, that's a good question. I don't think I saw it in China. I saw it after I came to the United States in 1992.
Oh, so a few years after.
Right, years after. Because this is after June 4th. This is either June 4th or June 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Before June 4th, the media was quite open. And you can, the TV will show all the things. But then after the June 4th, it became different. It's very, it became controlled. So the Chinese media was before '89 was very open, very. So these, when we were in China, we could see it, all these pictures, because it was on the Chinese TV. It was very open. So I thought at that time we may have enjoy speech, freedom of speech. But after June 4th, everything was closed.